Hello everybody, let's get this thing set up proper. Oh. How's everybody doing? Let's just wait till we get a few people in. We've got a thumbs up there. I don't know if anyone's actually in the room or not. Anyone in the chat? If anyone's in the chat, throw a comment in. Let yourself be known. Hello there, future boy. How's it going? I hope you're okay. So, like it said on the thumbnail and on the info on this one, I am going to be talking all things Muppets on this live stream. A passion of mine, always been a firm favourite of mine. I don't think you can really go wrong. It's a good franchise. Was a good franchise to a certain point, and we'll get to there in a bit. But it's something I've always loved. You'll have to excuse me. I'm full of a cold as well. So if I sound bunged up, that's because I am. We'll see if we get a few more people in. If not, I'll kick off. Yeah, that's a funny one. Why they've not come to Blu-ray? I think it's just Disney Plus, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't think there's any need for Disney to do anything with this franchise now, when they can just throw it on Disney Plus. It's a shame, really. But it did deserve a Blu-ray release. Of what there is, even in the UK, what there's available on DVD, there isn't actually that much of the original Muppet Show. It's a shame it's never got a complete run. And again, there's only even in the UK, there's only a certain way to get hold of even the films on DVD. I mean, not all the films are available on Blu-ray. Sorry, not all the films are always available on Blu-ray. It's an odd one, really, how they've gone about it. Fraggle Rock on Blu-ray, that's really good, because we've never even got a complete set in the UK, even on DVD. So to get a complete Fraggle Rock on Blu-ray, that's fantastic. Like I say, there's not even a full set available over here. I don't think there's even complete seasons. I think they broke up into like 5 episodes, and there's about 4 or 5 discs available, where they broke it up into volumes. So like even the complete's not available at all, which is another one, really, because the show was huge. So for it to not get a full DVD release in the UK it's slightly weird considering a lot of the Henderson stuff started off live in the UK. You know what I mean? The Muppets started off live on well, the Muppet Show started off live on British television on ITV. But it's odd that we've not got a complete Fredel Rock. It's a Sony release. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's once we started talking, I broke up that then. For some reason that my internet looked like it was having a mad one then. So we'll start then. The Jim Henson Company obviously started in 1955. If you know your Henderson history, started in 1955, and then ran till 2004, until Disney got the grubby little mitts all over it in 2004, and it's currently running to present. From 2004, I sort of zone out, which is a shame because I love the Muppets, but everything that Disney's done with them, to be fair, is pretty appalling. It's they've probably done one good thing since 2004 with the Muppets, and we'll get there in a bit. It just seems weird that they've took a franchise as big as this, and one that people don't just love, but people adore this franchise, and done what they've done with it. It's slightly odd. But again, the very early stuff of the Henderson Company, I know of it. I can't tell you a great deal about it. It's not something that I've gone back and looked at a great deal. I'm not a massive historian. Really, my sort of time with the Muppets and the Henderson Company starts sort of coming into the late 70s with the Muppet Show, and I've got that's series 1 of the Muppet Show. Muppet Show ran from 1976 to 1981. The 5 seasons altogether, 120 episodes. This was the first release that we got in the UK of the Muppet Show. Not a bad box. Split into 4 sets like that. So episode 1 to 6. Episodes 7 to 13. Episodes 14 to 19. Episodes 20 to 24. I've been back recently and watched this in a sort of matter of weeks, and it still holds up really, really well. It's still as funny as when I first saw it. Because obviously, this came out in 76. I didn't see this in 76. I saw this sort of the first times on it would, I would imagine it would have been reruns on ITV. This used to come on a Saturday night, 6 o'clock on ITV in the UK. And this would have been, I would imagine early 80s when I first picked this up and started watching this on the TV. So I didn't see it from, obviously, I was born 77. This came out 76. That's what I'm in it. The big thing I have with this, and as funny as it is, and as much as I love it, the guest stars that are on every episode, I have no idea who they are. I have to Google virtually every one of them, Coming into the later series, that I'm not too bad. I sort of know some of them are, but the ones out of series 1, I had no idea who the special guests were on these, so I had to Google them every time they came on. Bit of bonus features on these as well as, so you get the original Muppet pitch reel, a presentation by Jim Henderson and everything that started about it. The original Muppet Show pilot is on here, Sex and Violence. Muppet Morsels, special play mode filled with fun facts about the Muppets, which is cool, and a series 1 promo gag reel. So you get a little bit of stuff on these. It's always good to have some kind of extras. So that was series 1. Again, done exactly the same way, box set wise, as the first episode, as the first series. So it's split into 5. So that's episodes 1 to 6. Episodes 7 to 13. Episodes 14 to 19. It's cool with animal. Episodes 20 to 24. Waldorf and Stettler. I mean, bonus features on these again as well. So on this one, there is a Muppets Valentine's special for the very first time on the very rare programme that aired on ABC on January 30th, 1974. The Muppets on the Muppets, Kermit, Gonzo, Rizzo, Animal, and some special guests sit down at these personal revealing interviews. Lisa and the Muppets keep fishing. More than just a music video, see the fun, somewhat new entry into the Muppet Show history as the Rivers, Kumo and his band go up against Animal, Kermit, and the Divine Miss Piggy. So that's series 2. Get that on that. Series 3. It's quite a cool one with Fozzie on like that. A little bit different this one now. Unlike the other 2 that came out, this one is put out by Disney, but they kept it sort of the same kind of setup. Get that shine off it. Again, 4 discs. Episodes 1 to 6. Episodes 7 to 13. Episodes 14 to 20. Episodes 21 to 24. Muppets on Puppets. Step back in time and meet the creators of the Muppets in the early days of puppeteering. Made in 1969, this rarely seen 1-hour programme hosted by Jim Henderson is a unique opportunity to see where it all began, so that's quite cool. A company of players, an intimate look behind the scenes of the puppets, and the Muppets commercials, original Muppets TV commercial for the Purina dog show. It's quite smart. It's back. So that's series 3. So that's it. There is no more of the Muppets on DVD. And I don't know why. I mean, unless it failed to sell any kind of numbers on Series 3. I'm not sure. So we're missing Series 4 and Series 5 in the UK. I mean, I don't know if they're available in the States or not, or that's all that's came out globally. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, you can get this stuff on Disney Plus now. All 5 series are available on Disney Plus. But I do like having the discs like that because you do get the bonus features on there, the featurettes on it, which are always nice to have because you never get that on streaming. So that's the Muppet Show. Like I say, it's a shame there's nothing, there's not a complete set on the next two series are available on DVD. It's like I say, but it is what it is. It's a common thing. It happens regular. The next one on my list, I do not own this at all. It's never had any form of UK release, and that's Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies ran from '84 to 1990. 8 series of that, 107 episodes, but there is nothing at all on DVD available in the UK for Muppet Babies, which I find strange. Another Saturday morning cartoon over here. Again, really weird. A show I liked how it had sort of movie tie-ins of the time. So there was an episode that was like tied into Indiana Jones and things like that. It was a nice little show. I remember watching it as a kid and thinking, should I like this or should I dislike it? It was a weird one. Was it aimed at really, really young children, or was it aimed at older children because of the sort of some? It's a shame that it's never had a UK DVD release. Again, I don't know if there's a US release or not. That's Muppet Babies. The next one, as far as I'm concerned, TV show wise, where it probably finishes after this one, was Muppets Tonight. Muppets Tonight ran from 1996 to 1998. 2 series of that. I liked it because it had a little bit of a twist on it. It was slightly different. But again, I don't know of any DVD release of Muppets Tonight. I mean, it's not even on Disney Plus. So whether Disney just bothered about that particular show, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know what the issue is with it. But what I did like about it, it had a new host. The host was Clifford. Clifford was, I don't really know what he was. He looked like a Rastafarian. I don't know if he was a Rastafarian. He was just like some weird puppet with dreadlocks. But apart from that sort of TV show for me, then that's pretty much done. Everything else that came after the back of that is pretty lousy. If you're up to date with your Muppets TV stuff and you've been currently watching the new TV program that's running on Disney Plus, it's pretty appalling. It isn't good at all. It isn't funny. It isn't terribly well set up. There's just nothing about it. It's an odd one, really. It really is an odd one. It's supposed to be like an internet show kind of thing. It's weird. It's really, really weird. Then we get on to TV specials. Again, there's only 2 of the TV specials that I really enjoyed. And one of them is quite difficult to get in the UK. You can get it, and if you watch this channel, then you'll know that I uploaded it at Christmas. I put it onto the channel, and that's a Muppet Family Christmas from 1987. You've got all the Muppets in there. You've got all the Sesame Street gang that come in, and you've got all the Fraddle Rock crew. Really, really good TV special. I mean, sort of logistics of all that. I mean, so many characters on screen at one time. It's just chaos, but it's really, really good. And then, believe it or not, even though I don't like the modern Muppet stuff, Muppet's Haunted Mansion from last year that came out at Halloween, I thought was pretty good. Only runs for 40 minutes. Nice, quick in, quick out. But it did well. So that is currently on Disney Plus. But again, I find it weird that the you know what I mean, that Disney are choosing some titles to put on and some titles not to put on. of the Muppets. I found that really difficult because the back catalogue is huge. One, you know what I mean? If when you go to Disney Plus and you look and you've got your obviously Disney section, then your National Geographic, and then your Star Wars and your Marvel section. Why there's not just a section for the Muppets, I'll never know, because the Muppets have probably got just as much as any of those franchises. So it's a weird one, you know what I mean? That they're just cherry picking what they want out of that franchise. So that's the TV specials. Onto the films. The films are really, really odd in the UK. Most things, if not all things, film-wise, are available on DVD in the UK, but not all of it is available on Blu-ray. I don't know what that reason is, and there's a certain way that you can only get certain films on Blu-ray, and that is if you pick up the Muppets 6-movie collection. This set's also available on DVD, but on DVD it's a 7 set. There's an extra film on the DVD set compared to the Blu-ray set. Now I don't know if they chose to leave one particular film out for a reason. I don't know. The film that's missing from this set to the DVD set is well, Muppets Wizard of Oz. Whether that's a rights issue or what, I'm not 100% sure. But we'll start from the first film, then we'll work our way down. So the Muppet movie is the Muppet movie is the first film, 1979. Really good film. But not the first one I ever saw. But a good film nonetheless. The next one is the first one I saw, which is The Great Muppet Caper from 1981. And for me, was the best that they did. I love it. I think it's brilliant. And then we had Muppets Take Manhattan, which isn't in this set at all. It is available on Blu-ray, but it's a standalone Blu-ray. Obviously this one was released by Disney, but Muppets Take Manhattan on Blu-ray is still owned by Sony. So I've got the Blu-ray, but I have got the DVD. Problem is with these early DVDs, they've no special features on them. There's nothing at all. It's just bare bones. It's just a film. But like I said, there is a Blu-ray version of this, and I really do need to pick it up. You can get it for next to nothing. It's about £4 now. So Muppets Take Manhattan was okay. I like it, but it's nowhere near as good as Great Muppet Caper. And then another true favourite of mine, and this is the only way you can get this film on Blu-ray in the UK. You cannot get it any other way, and that is Muppets Christmas Carol. Probably the best adaptation of that film ever. It's fantastic film. But it's the only way you can get it on Blu-ray. It's not available on a standalone. So if you want it on Blu-ray in the UK, you're going to have to get this box set. So Muppets Christmas Carol's 1992. Like a fantastic film. Next is Muppets Treasure Island, right in the middle, 1996. This is where it starts fizzling away for me. Not the biggest fan. It's okay, and it sort of does what it does, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. So that's that, and then we get to one that's not on this set at all, but is available on Blu-ray, and I don't own a copy of Blu-ray or DVD, is Muppets from Space, the story about Gonzo, where Gonzo come from. Pretty good film. I I should own a copy of it, but I don't. And then the problem I've got after that, again, Muppets Wizard of Oz isn't on any of these sets, and I don't own it because it's fucking garbage. It's a terrible film. But you've got, found it here, The Muppets from 2011. Didn't really like this new stuff. Clean sort of looking puppets that they've got now in these. I'm not a fan at all. The TV special stuff they did, I'm not keen on that neither. And then sort of the newest film from 2014, which is the Muppets Most Wanted. Fucking awful. I mean, Ricky Gervais, Christ, I can't stand the guy, and it's not a good film. So like I said, the Muppets Most Wanted, I am not a fan of at all. But to own the other ones on the box set, you're going to have to own these as well, because it's the only way you can get them on Blu-ray. The newer stuff, like I said before, is poor. The last one I can sort of stand. This is from 2003. So this is sort of the last of the sort of Ensign Company stuff, and it is a very Merry Muppet Christmas movie. It's okay. I can just about watch it. It's got segments in it that are good. It's got segments in it that are diabolical. But I can just about get through it. It isn't the best, but I can just about tolerate it. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, the more modern stuff I'm just not into whatsoever. It's just not for me. I don't find it funny. I don't find it entertaining. It's like it's being done just for doing sake. But one other thing I've got in my Muppets collection, and this was gifted to me, is the Muppet Show 2 album on record. As a kid, a friend of mine had the first one, and we used to play it to death because it had Lydia the Tattoo Lady on it. We used to play that song over and over and over. So I'm always on the lookout for the first one. But like I said, the second one I got gifted to me. It's in really, really good condition. Really good condition. It's in a gatefold as well. You can get all that apart from all the glue in it. It's really, really good. Like I say, it's in fantastic condition. So one side too. Fantastic. I have played it, and it is really good. There's a couple of tracks on there that some tracks that I didn't. So that's that. So I'm always on the lookout for certain things, and obviously the Muppet Show, the first album, I'm always looking for on vinyl. And like I say, all I'm short of is Muppet Takes Manhattan on Blu-ray, so I can upgrade for my DVD, and Muppets from Space. I don't own a copy of that at all, so I do need a copy of that going into my collection, which is relatively easy to pick up. I don't know why I've not put a copy in. And like I say, it's just a shame that we only ever got series 1 to 3, and they didn't continue finishing off with 4 and 5. So that's it for my collection. So we'll go back and have a look at some questions. Future Boy says, what are your favourite Muppet movies? I only have two on Blu-ray. The original and Muppet Manhattan. Yeah. Again, my favourite of all time is The Great Muppet Caper. Just because it's the one I grew up with and watched it over and over and over again. And I think it is a really good film. I mean, there's some fantastic cameos in it. And then after that, it would be Muppet Christmas Carol. Again, really, really good film. Brilliant adaptation of a Christmas Carol. And then the good things with the good thing with the Blu-rays, I mean, if I can get it in there without it, well, it's white. There are a lot of special features. Muppet movie from 1979. There's some like karaoke style stuff on there. An extended camera test, the Doc Hopper commercial, original trailer, outtakes and Easter eggs. It's that small, that right, so I'll try to read it. Classic bonus features, Pepe Profiles presents Kermit the Frog's life. Classic bonus, Pepe Profiles presents Kermit the Frog's life, Disney intermission. And then the Great Muppet Caper, again, it's got more karaoke on it. And then the sing-along sections of Stepping Out with a Star and the Happiness Hotel, which is, if you know that film, that's a brilliant bit when they're in the hotel. So there is a lot of special features on this. It is worth picking up. I mean, in the UK at the moment, it's about 12 quid, which is brilliant, really, for 6 films. You know what I mean? It's really good. Yeah, so my favourites are The Great Muppet Caper and Muppet's Christmas Carol. Let's see what other comments we've got on here. EB Bud asks, have I got any autographs from the show? Do you know what? I've not, no. Which is a shame, really, because I bet there was loads kicking around in the UK at one time, because all the early 76 stuff was filmed in the UK. Obviously RTV paid for the rights and it was all filmed over here and went to the RTV. Then when it went to the States, it went to syndication when it was played in the US. So I would imagine there are some signatures to be had over here in the UK, but it's not something I've ever looked into. It would be quite good though to have some signatures. What else have we got? Let's have a look. I'm streaming off my phone this time, so on my computer, and it's a bit more. Great Muppet Caper has an atrocious transfer on Blu-ray at the moment. Is it the same set that you've got, Future Boy? Is it that set you've got, or have you got it on a standalone in the US? Because, like I said, there is no standalone edition of it in the UK. Well, I didn't think the transfer was that bad on this. It was better than the DVD. But like I say, it's most of this stuff really now should be on Disney Plus, and I don't know why it's not on Disney Plus. I mean, I'm not even sure if Muppet Babies is on Disney Plus. I mean, it must be, surely. You'd like to think that Muppet Babies was on Disney Plus. But it should have. The Muppets should have their own section on Disney Plus now. It just gets dragged into the Disney section, which is wrong, really. But like I said, the present day stuff, apart from Muppets Haunted Mansion, which I did enjoy, I thought it was pretty decent. I can't watch it. There's something about it that looks over polished, overproduced. All right, so it's got a double feature with Treasure Island. Is it on one disc, or is it split over two? I mean, if they've crammed it on one Blu-ray, I would imagine it's going to drop the quality of the transfer down. I mean, obviously on this set, where is it on this set? I would imagine, yeah, it's on one disc. It's exactly the same as this one then. It's just same as that one. So it's the same one that we've got. It's banged on with that. I mean, Muppets Christmas Carol got one of its own. I mean, it doesn't give you any specs of, or does it? 16:9 wide frame, 185:1. Everything else seems to be in 185:1. The newer stuff's in 178:1. In fact, it is the same set you'll have, because it's regions A, B, and C. So I'd imagine if you've got this set, it's just the same. If you've got this disc, it'll just be the same disc as what's in this set. It's pretty much multi-region. So what are your favourite Muppet films? Like I say, it's all. I suppose it's a nostalgia thing as well for me, with the older stuff, compared to what some of the newer stuff is. I just don't know what it is about the newer stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me at all. It's whether it's the writing, whether I don't know. I just don't know. It's just gone off the boil massively. Like I say, Muppet Haunted Mansion, yeah, that was pretty good. But most of the stuff from 2004 to now, it's, yeah, you're right. It's the new stuff. Future Boy, it has no charm. It's, I don't know if it's trying too much, or it's just relying on its heritage to drag itself through. I'm not 100% sure, but it is nowhere near as good as the older stuff. And again, you know what I mean. You think with Disney banging it onto Disney Plus now, that they may have done something with it, because it's classic stuff, the older stuff. You know what I mean. And I can't see these ever getting the older stuff ever getting 4K transfers. You know what I mean. I just thought Disney just aren't concerned about, bothered about it. It's nice to have them on Blu-ray, but that's probably the best we're ever going to get. It's like I say, it's just a because they're definitely not available over here. So I would imagine if 4 and 5 aren't available in the US, they've just never been put to disc at all. Well, like I said, they're available. They're available on Disney Plus now. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm obviously it's what this channel's dedicated to, and I'm a child of the '80s. It was a fantastic time, and we got some fantastic stuff. There is some good stuff now, but it's not aimed at me. You know what I mean? It's aimed at a new, younger generation, and I get that. You know what I mean? It's every so often you'll get a bit of a kickback, nostalgic film. Films like Ready Player One, which I think is brilliant. Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters Afterlife, I thought that was really good. Some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. But But I think as a thing of the whole of where movies are going at the moment, I think they definitely are struggling. But again, are these movies being made for me? Are they being tailor-made to me? No, I don't think they are. Yeah, love Ready Player One. I think it's brilliant. Recently picked up the 4K edition of it, and in 4K it just looks unreal. It looks absolutely brilliant. And again, I think you're looking at it with rose tinted glasses. It's a massive nostalgia thing. Every minute of the film has got some form of nostalgia, and I think that's what the early Muppet stuff is. That's what it is. It's the nostalgia that comes with it. What's my favourite part of the movie? I don't really know. I mean, I think the whole concept of the first key that he tries to go for, where he decides to drive backwards because he sort of solved a riddle. I like that whole concept. The battle scene at the end is really good. I think the whole concept in general of where gaming and social media is going in the future, I think that's where they're probably going to end up at. I mean, that's what they're tailoring it to. That's what they're looking at. I just like the film in whole. I think it's a very well done film. My internet is absolutely terrible tonight. It just keeps dropping out. So we've been going for 45 minutes now. You've seen my Muppets collection. You've seen my love for the Muppets. Again, very early Muppets, sort of 76 to sort of coming into 2000. I'm there. Everything off the back of that, 2004 to the present, when Disney picked it up. I'm not. I sort of zone out from it. It's just not for me. But that's good. You know what I mean? If there's a new generation coming through and they're only seeing, that'll push them back to all the stuff and go, wow, I mean, it's that good. Or they may look back at the older stuff and go, ooh, that was terrible. You know what I mean? It can swing both ways, but it's obviously it's tailored for a newer generation. It isn't tailored for me anymore. And that's the way a lot of things go. You know what I mean? It's just the way of the world. But I'm up to the 45-minute mark now. You've seen my collection. You've heard me talk about the stuff I like and the stuff I dislike. Thanks for everybody that's tuned in. Future Joy, thanks for coming by, mate. You always stop on these live streams, which is very nice of you. I'll be back again in another couple of weeks doing a live stream. We'll have a look at some of the other stuff that I've got in my collection that I'm quite passionate about. And I'll take care, everyone, and I will see you all again soon. Bye bye.